A live look at the Flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, Clemson's head coach told me before the game, this running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Guys?
All right, Holly. The Yellow Jackets offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Guys, the last time these two old foes met, it finished in a one-possession game.
And it's so much fun. There's so much hype. They don't like each other. The rivalry really, really matters. And, Jesse, when it's closer games, it's even more fun. Like the last throwdown they had. Expect more of that today.
Yeah, you just know this game is going to be emotional. And I think a big part of it is which of these two teams can handle that emotion. I agree. I think we're expecting this one to go right down to the wire, just like the last time these two teams played.
Hands it off. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Grab behind the line. It's Addison. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Tells to run, wants to pass. Comes down, it's Harris. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. My goodness, he unloads on that one. Trying to take it back. Slips through the line. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. So the Clemson Tigers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Here's the speed merchant Chris Johnson Jr. Big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll give it to Johnson. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to get it through the air. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll leave it with the lone back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Running inside, it's Johnson. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Makes the grab. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside the 10-yard line. Oh, and the ball's out on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
Wants to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Got out of trouble and throws. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tigers! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Trying to get the corner. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Powers inside. There he goes. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work.
139 Albatross.
Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Mendoza. They're all over him. Unleashes one. That's caught. It's made. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The give to the back. Stopped right there.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
3rd and long coming up. Leaves it with the back. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Going to the running game. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. He's going to run it. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short game.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Finds his big tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Right side, it's Wesco. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. At the 30. 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Tight end now in motion. They'll run him again. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
There's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On the run, it's Davidson. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Play action on first down. Buys time to his left. Left side is Burrows. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. They've got him corralled.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Look out! Back's got it on the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And when you run screens, it's important that your quarterback buy time, so you can get those linemen out in front and try to really set up the screen. He bought time to the last possible minute, took it on the kisser, but made the completion.
Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. The ride. At the 45, on his way. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Yellow Jackets, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Moves the pocket. It's Mendoza. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Georgia Tech spins its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Made the catch on the last play, but didn't move the ball forward, so now here comes 3rd down. And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. Free yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Fresh set of downs going up top. Taking a shot. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Under pressure. Being chased. QB got it himself. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Yellow Jackets spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Rushes on. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Deep in the end zone, it's Brown. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with a look at UCLA taking on the number 7 team, the Washington Huskies. And it's the Huskies on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. He'll start this third quarter with a run. He's past the sticks. Turning on the Jets. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Tough run here. It's Davidson. Tackled way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football on the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to go to the outside. They got leverage, corralled the back, got him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. The run to the right. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Keeps it moving. It's Max. And he's brought down after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Gives it. Ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Handoff to the single back. Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. He's got 93 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. They'll ride the hot hand. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Sells to fake. Buying time to his right. Out wide right, it's Moore. Snags it, and there's running room. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
You know it's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
They'll run it. It's Johnson. There's some room. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Might as well run him again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the lone running back. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Hits inside. It's Johnson. He's got enough. Turning it on. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. At the 35, he's open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Line gets set, first down. The run inside. It's Hosley. Can't get it to the ground. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with second and short. Always impressive to grind through in the late season and get a solid victory, and now it just keeps rolling as we turn our attention to what's in store for next week. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Here we go.
Handoff again. They were all over it.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Rush right in his face. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick them up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of...
Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. He's loose down the left side. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Tigers. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 7. line on the return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves
going deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. There he goes. Open it up. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Might as well give it to him again. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Down he goes.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
And the Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. They'll move the tight end. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hosley. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On play action. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Second and long here. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game.